All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you can be able to hear me, give me one in the chat. If I'm loud and clear, drop me one in the chat. Welcome to today's lesson. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining our class for today. And I'll be keeping this class very short, brief, and simple, but very informative. Very, very informative. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. And today we are going to be having a very, very special class that I want to share with you, but also most importantly, to create a better understanding of the business we have joined. I personally believe that it is very, very important for us to all right. So I want to start from somewhere today. Okay. So in our topic for today, we are going to be learning about very important aspects of our business. Very important aspects of our business. Very, very important aspects of our business. All right, so I'll share my screen right away. Good morning, everybody. Like I've said, I'll keep this class very short, but very informative. Very, very informative. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen and we start right away. Okay, so welcome everybody to today's class. Welcome to Oracle DAO. When we talk about a DAO, just for learning purposes, we are talking about a decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, this means that whatever happens in this opportunity is basically governed by me and you, okay? Decentralized, me and you, we are fully responsible for the ecosystem, the running of the ecosystem. It means that, for example, when you go into the DAO, you find that we have the 540 days structure. For the 540 days structure, it is important for me and you to know that for it to happen, we must be able to vote. Number two, apart from the 540 structure, me and you, we should also know that if we want the Oracle DAO, if we want the Oracle DAO, if we want the Oracle DAO, for example, the tokens were locked for the next 3 years. According to the principle, for the Oracle Foundation to sell those tokens, it is very, very important for us to understand that there will be a voting, because what we are involved in is not a normal business. What we are involved in is an opportunity where decisions that are made the decisions that are made into the ecosystem are not governed by a single entity. It is called a decentralized. So it means that those who attended yesterday's class by one of the technical team, you were able to listen that, yes, it is true that the tokens were locked for the next 3 years. But for those tokens to be released 1% monthly, it must be the decentralized autonomous organization, me and you, that will be able to decide whether they should be able to sell their tokens. Give me a one in the chat if that is clear. So Oracle is the most correct choice. And the reason why it's a correct choice, because it is a registered platform. Me, I'm not going to go into the techniques that he discussed yesterday. And you can be able to find their certificate onto their website. It has a vision that is crystal clear, and the vision comes from the trust. The trust that now is seated on technology, and the technology is a blockchain-based technology, right? So I want also that to be very, very clear. But today, my focus on my move of business, which I'm going to expand, is seated in the industry. Yes, we could understand according to yesterday's presentation that Oracle is legit. But when we talk about cryptocurrency, when we talk about blockchain technology, but specifically in the crypto world, which industry is Oracle coming in? Is it coming in as a decentralized infrastructure ecosystem? Is Oracle coming in as a DeFi? When I talk about DeFi, is it coming in as protocols like Yan Finance? Is it coming in as a lending protocol? Is it coming in as a hybrid? Ladies and gentlemen, Oracle is coming into this opportunity into an industry. The industry that was initiated by Olympus DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. Things are happening automatic, but as they are happening automatic, they are governed by an organization, which is me and you. And so Olympus DAO introduced an economic model called the VE33 economic model, where the OHM token of the Olympus DAO that was present in 2021 was able to create a mainstream model in the DeFi track that we are having today in 2025. A new approach in the crypto market space where the profitability of the business does not depend on the price of the token. A new business where the rise of the token does not depend on macro and micro factors that happen in the real world. All of you saw that yesterday when the Senate of the United States of America voted that the US government that has been under a shutdown, the biggest shutdown of the US government that has ever existed, when they voted that there should be passed a bill that the government of US should get back to business, that they should be given money to operate, all of you saw that the market responded with positivity. And so for so many years, ladies and gentlemen, since 2009, the coming of Bitcoin, the coming of Ethereum, the coming of Solana, apart from the fundamentals, like when I talk about fundamentals, I say maybe Solana develops a new decentralized exchange. Maybe Solana is listed to become an exchange-traded fund. All these factors have been the factors that cause the price to rise. But this time round, in 2021, there happened a new innovation whereby the rise of the price is not pushed by any of these factors. We have had for the last 4 to 5 years that Sometimes when the price of Bitcoin goes up, we expect other cryptocurrencies to go up. And when the price of Bitcoin dumps, then we expect other cryptocurrencies to dump further. So there came a new phenomenon into the crypto world, where the rise and the fall of this particular cryptocurrency does not depend on those factors, and it depends on a new economic model known as V33 economic model that I want to talk about today. If that is clear to you, give me a 1 in the chat. Then let me break this model. Give me a 2 in the chat. Then let me make this model very clear for everybody that is listening to me this fantastic morning. Give me a 2 in the chat if that message is clear. So I don't want you to feel saying, okay, Bitcoin is going up. Why is it that this cryptocurrency is not rising? So this is a different approach into the crypto market space. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, all right, so allow me, I try to dig deep into this economic model. The Olympus DAO. So the reason why I talk about Olympus DAO, all of you will agree with me that it is very hard for me to talk about decentralized finance without me talking about Ethereum. If I want to talk about decentralized finance, an economic model that where whatever happens on the platform is ruled on the blockchain. The development of decentralized applications on the blockchain was introduced by Ethereum. It's like you cannot talk about cryptocurrency and you don't talk about Bitcoin. Give me a 3 if that is clear. There is no way you can talk about cryptocurrency and you don't talk about Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin was the first innovative cryptocurrency that brought the technology that we are having today. Okay, so we cannot also talk about the new economic model where the price of the token does not depend on macro and micro fundamental and technical analysis that happen in real world. That's why I usually see people, they draw their Fibonacci, they draw their support and resistance lines, but they are never applicable. Why are they not applicable? They are not applicable because they are applying to something that is different. So I cannot talk about Onfdao without talking about the Olympus DAO. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me bring an understanding of the VE33 evolution. When I talk about VE, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about an economic model that happens through vote escrow model. When I talk about vote escrow model, I mean that for any new ideology to be brought into the ecosystem, there will be voting. There will be voting. For example, for the 540 staking to be done, there must be voting. For the Oracle Foundation, after 3 years, to unlock their 20 million tokens, there should be voting. Give me a 1 if that is clear. But now let me dig deep. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, allow me inform you that the Olympus DAO and the Onfdao share the same philosophy. Both the Olympus DAO and the Onfdao aim to build a sustainable community-owned economy. That the economics of the rise and the fall of the token depend on the community. The biggest question I want to ask this morning, who is the community? Give me some answers in the chat. I want to ask this question this morning. Who is the community? Let me know in the chat. Who is the community? Thank you. Me and you. Perfect. And so, the profitability of the business, the ability to profit from the business, they are saying that this system encourages long-term staking and holding. This economic model encourages that the longer you stake, the more profitable you become. Here comes the question. if you stake for 30 days and I stake for 360 days, will we make the same profit? Even if you stake for 30 days and you next month you withdraw and restake again for another 30 days, will we make the same profit? Let me know in the chat. The answer remains a no. So they're encouraging that for you to profit, you stake longer. And this staking, ladies and gentlemen, sits on a major factor called compound interest. Ladies and gentlemen, compounding interest is one of the 7 wonders of this world by one of the greatest philosophers, Einstein, who said that compounding, the art and the one of the best ways of growing money is to compound it. And so this economic model is saying that if you stake today and you earn 1 ONF, starting tomorrow, you will not make profit on 1 ONF. You will make profit on 2 ONFs. Here comes the question. Does that work on normal crypto? Let me know in the chat. So if you have one Bitcoin and you make $10 today, does it mean that tomorrow you will be making money on $110? Give me some answers in the chat. If you make $10 today because you have been hodling Bitcoin, does it mean that tomorrow your profitability will be depending on $110? Now, that is the difference that the Oracle and the Olympus DAO ecosystem is bringing on the market. It is saying today, when you earn 1 token, tomorrow your profitability will not be on 1 token, it will be on 2 tokens. You have the power and the ability to compound your money. Can we type in the chat, compound interest? Let me know if people are following. Can we type in the chat, compound interest? Let me know if people are following. And so, your profitability in the business is seated on a major factor of you staking longer and hodling longer. Number 2, the business uses protocol-only liquidity. Julius, what do you mean by protocol-only liquidity? Yesterday, those of you who attended the technical class on Aave.ai, the top 10 hodlers, we all saw that the top 10 hodlers of ONF tokens are the people who are staking. The people who are staking. And when we talk about protocol-only liquidity, just to give you a clue, let me just take you back. Let me pick something small here on Telegram, and I give you a clue. Okay, just a clue, guys. Let me open this very fast. Let me open this very fast. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, look here. What Oracle Foundation is bringing is a lending protocol. And it has a lending protocol that is seated on this contract address. So let me copy this contract address. Let me copy this contract address. And Oracle opened up an account on the Binance Smart Chain. So let me open the Binance Smart Chain. And once I reach here, let me paste the contract address. I want to show you something. Okay. Did I copy the right one? And now this is taking me astray. Okay, look here, guys. Are we following? So I have opened this contract address, and you can see that those of us who are staking in the market makers and in the treasury, our money that is seated on the protocol, look here, guys, 17 million and another 16 million has already been put. A total of $34 million has already been put into a lending protocol. You know, these things are open. That once people decide to come and borrow money from the protocol, this money is going to be coming from here. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if that is home. This money is going to be coming from here. Everything is crystal clear. You see, I was telling people that the price of ONF being on $10 is just a joke. Why, Julius? If people vote and say the money that is in the lending protocol, the money that is in the lending protocol, the $34 million that is in the lending protocol, if it is brought in the market and all the circulating supply, let's go to token pocket very fast. If it is brought in the market and all the circulating supply of 37, let me write it here, 377,621. If all this circulating supply is bought, all this circulating supply, because all this divide by 10, this is only $3 million. How many of you can see that? It means that the $34 million that is already in the protocol, not being touched, if people vote and say no, instead of the money going into the lending protocol, let it come and buy the ONF token. Is it easy for ONF to get to $100? Give me some answers in the chat. Is it easy for ONF to get to $100? Let me know in the chat. Is it easy? But Oracle Foundation or the smart contracts understands that when this money is bought in the market, many people will come and sell. Give me a 3 if you understand. They understand that once this money is bought, people will just come and dump the token and then the price will go down. That's why they are building a long-term sustainable project. Am I opening your eyes to see? Because you see, for the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. I see people crying about the price and I wonder, because they don't know that the business they are doing is a V33, the VE3 economic model. So the rise and the fall of the token is depending on the protocol. It is depending on the community. And so Olympus DAO and Onfdao maintain their value through people coming and buying the token. They come and buy the token from the exchange, lock the token onto the Binance Smart Chain network. Now here comes a big question. Once the tokens are bought, are they locked in Oracle or they are locked on the Binance Smart Chain network? Let me know in the chat, because someone yesterday was like, oh, Julius, what if Oracle closes? Let me know. Once you bring your money, is your money locked in Oracle or it is locked on the Binance Smart Chain network? Let me know in the chat. For those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, let me ask a simple question. When you open up a bank account and deposit your money on that bank account, are you the one with the money or the bank? Those of you don't understand. Because if I want to know about Oracle, The bank. If I want to know about Oracle, I must go to the Binance Smart Chain network where Oracle opened its account. So when I open the Binance Smart Chain network, I can be able to see what happens with Oracle. Now, question. Is our money in Oracle or our money is on the Binance Smart Chain network? Let me know in the chat. I love business, man. I love when people understand. Let me know in the chat. Oracle opened an account on the Binance Smart Chain network. So if I want to discover what is happening with Oracle, do I go to Oracle or I go to the Binance Smart Chain network? Now, are we safe or we are safer? Are we safe or we are safer? Give me some answer in the chat. They are doing a scam. They are doing a scam. The scam will close. Are you normal? Are you normal? Are you normal? My friend, some people pretend to understand certain things, but they don't understand. But let's go. Okay, now, let me first explain. What was the Olympus DAO economic model? Olympus DAO introduced a 3-3 strategy whereby staking and bonding are positive sums action. When people stake and people bond, the price will do well. The more users stake, the more stable the system becomes. That is how Olympus DAO was created. And they decided to say that the treasury backed the value to support ONF. That once the money sits in the treasury, that is the only way the price is backed up. And the game theory of Olympus DAO was when people stake and stake, everybody wins. When people stake and sell, it is 0-0, nobody wins. When people sell and sell, everybody loses. Now, Oracle looked at this and created a better system. Give me a 3 if you are following. The Olympus DAO ecosystem was that when people stake and stake, everybody wins. When people stake and some sell, nobody wins. When people sell and sell, everybody loses. But Oracle brought a new ecosystem. Onfdao brought a new ecosystem, the VE33 model that was inspired by what? Let me know in the chat. Now, Oracle was inspired by, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, people are following. Oracle was by Oracle bringing a new economic model that is better than Olympus DAO. It was inspired by Olympus DAO. Thank you for following. Now, ONF adapts and evolves the Olympus DAO ideology by combining the vote is scrolled, the VE, with the 3-3 model. Look here. Users lock ONF tokens for rewards. You get what I mean? If you want to earn more ONF, you lock your ONF. And why lock the ONF? Are you locking the ONF in Oracle or on the Binance Smart Chain network? Let me know in the chat. Are you locking the ONF in Oracle or on the Binance Smart Chain network? Thank you. You are locking on the Binance Smart Chain network. Those who never attended yesterday, it was very clear. And so Oracle said, to create a better ecosystem, let us create other products in the ecosystem. And I want to show you those products before I continue. Let me just go back here. Just a minute, guys. Let me go back here. Now, what did Oracle create? Number one, it said that to make our system better, we are going to create a lending protocol. Very, very soon, you are going to be able to borrow money. Give me a 2. You're going to be able to lend and borrow money. This will create more user cases of the ONF. When more people lend and borrow, what will happen to the price of ONF? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. When more people lend and borrow, what will happen to the price of ONF? It will rise. Number 2, you are going to be able to deposit ONF onto the ONF Visa card, a digital one and a physical one. And automatically, your ONF will be converted to USDT. And automatically, your ONF will be converted to USDT. Here comes a big question. If more people use the card, to buy goods and services across the world, what will happen to ONF? You're not hearing me. So they said, okay, you see, Olympus DAO was all about staking. How many are following? Olympus DAO was all about staking. Now, Oracle said, yes, people will lock to get rewards, but we shall create utility and user case about the token. So they said, okay, the Oracle Pay. Number 2, Oracle has already created, just fine-tuning, the Oracle Net, the only social media platform that uses Oracle tokens. When more people use the social media platform, because for them to participate, they must have the Oracle tokens. What will all these user cases are meant? The Oracle Exchange that is starting up in January, where more tokens will be launched on the exchange. There is more user case about the exchange. The Oracle physical shop. In the coming future, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have physical products, you're going to be able to deposit your physical products onto the Oracle Exchange. Apart from buying and selling tokens, you're going to be able to sell your goods and services across the world. Hello? 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 You're going to be able to sell commodities across the world. What will happen to ONF? What will happen to ONF? Thank you. Like Alibaba. And ladies and gentlemen, to create easy accessibility, easy user case, anybody across the world can be able to access ONF on Jucoin, Lbank, Bioeconomy, and CoinHome. Let's go back to the economic model. How many are still following and learning? How many are still following and learning? Okay. Now, what Oracle DAO has decided to do, it has decided to make Oracle a deflationary token. And by making it a deflationary token, ladies and gentlemen, it means that although 100 million tokens were created, every single day, Oracle has put up 5 different ways through which ONF tokens can be burnt. to reduce the number of tokens in circulation. And they have created a deflationary mechanism that regularly bans tokens. And once these tokens are banned, every token that is banned automatically improves the value of ONF. For example, let's go token pocket. So maybe I want to ban some tokens. What do? I open my Oracle decentralized application, then I tap on ban. When I tap on ban, I already have some tokens onto my token pocket. So let me say I want to ban some 3 tokens. I put in 3, I tap on ban, it rotates. I tap on ban, it rotates. Okay. I put in my transaction password. Don't worry. The good thing is that whenever it reaches on the transaction password, it will go dark. So I saw someone was happy. Only here. The fingerprint has diffused. So I will stop and put in the transaction password. I see someone was like, you should put when we are all seeing. It is called a personal transaction password. When did it become a community password? Without you wanting to salivate on my password. When did it become a community password? It is never a community password. So I'll share my screen again. I think I don't have BNB, but okay. I have the tokens. Let me show you. I have the tokens, but I don't have BNB. I may not go back to BNB. I have the tokens, they are here. But what happens is that if I go back here, I can show you yesterday but one, I burnt some 5. Oh, guys. Oh, it's already successful, guys. Can you see? I have burnt 3 tokens. Now, these tokens have gone to a black hole, and I can prove this is blockchain. I can prove by tapping on here to see where has my token gone. Can you see? Can you all see here? From to, can you all see? Can you see this null wallet? 00. Where is my transaction? Let me go back so that I show you. I want that real transaction. Let me go back. Can you see this transaction? Give me a tip if you can see. It has gone to a null wallet. Nobody can pick my 3 tokens from there. Question. It might look small, but the big question is it reducing the number of ONF in the market? Let me know in the chat. It looks like to be small, but the big question is it reducing the number of ONF in the market? So every token that is banned affects the price of ONF in the long term. So you can also participate by banning some ONF tokens. And that's what Oracle is bringing in the game. So those of you who have the power to hold your ONF for a long period of time, to participate in the banning, you are automatically giving ONF more value. Like I said, today's lesson is short and simple and brief. How many of you have learned something today? How many of you have learned something today? Let me know in the chat. How many of you have learned something? So the new economic model, ladies and gentlemen, that looks at the inflation of tokens, the ability and the power, that this is not like Bitcoin. This is not like Ethereum. No. The price of the token, as more people stake, as more people burn the token, the value, like it or not, it will go up. Ladies and gentlemen, your profitability in the business sits on the power of you staking longer. The longer you stake, that is how profitable you become. The compounding effect. All these factors put together, ladies and gentlemen, give ONF an amazing value. So whenever you stake and whenever you help other people stake, you are directly creating more value. Whenever you burn and you teach other people to burn, you are automatically giving ONF value. So if you want to do the burning, number one, you must have ONF token on your token pocket. Then tap on more, then tap on burn. Put in the amount and burn the token. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Like I've said, number one, you must have ONF. Whether you claim it from your system, whether you claim it in the system, or you deposit it direct from the exchange. You see, this is the ONF. So you deposit it here. Then you go on discover. Then you tap on more. Then you tap on burn. You put in the amount of tokens you burn. Maybe you want to burn 1 token. And once you burn 1 token, you receive what we call contributional points. 4.22. Let me open for you here on promotion. These contributional points here. This is the amount of ONF you can withdraw. That is the amount of ONF. For example, I have 902 ONFs that I can withdraw from where? Whenever people stake and I earn some reward. So if I burn 2 ONF, I will be able to get 8.44 points, which increase my amount of ONF I can be able to claim from the system whenever other people stake. So number one, I increase the value that whenever we have less ONF in circulation, automatically the price will increase. Someone says minimum. Yeah. Has this one been following? It's up to you. If you can deposit 20,000 ONF, it's up to you. You'll be able to get 8,440 points. These points, where if you build a team and people stake and you earn on them, you can withdraw those rewards depending on your contributional points. The more contributional points you have, the more ONF you can withdraw if you build a team. Someone is asking, what is a contributional point? A contributional point, these are the amount of ONF you can withdraw if you build a team. Is the message home? So, for example, let me show you. I start the business and I introduce Peter. Peter stakes ONF worth $10,000. $10,000. Divide by the current price of 10.465. Peter will have staked 955 ONF. Let's put it on a calculator. Peter decides to stake this for a full year, 955. At the end of the cycle, Peter will get 14,288 ONF. Okay? 14,288 ONF. But Peter staked 955. So Peter has a profit of 13,333 ONF. On this, you who brought Peter, you are entitled to 20%. So you will be paid 2,666 ONFs every day, 4 a.m. in the morning and 4 p.m. in the evening. So you need contributional points to be able to take off this money. Is the message home? Give me a 2 in the chat. And how do you get these contributional points? It's very simple. When you stake for 30 days, every ONF will give you 0.8 contributional point. When you stake for 90 days, every ONF will give you 1.5 point. When you stake for 180 days, every ONF will give you 2.2 points. When you stake for 360 days, every ONF will give you 3 points. But when you burn ONF, each ONF you burn will be equal to 4.22 ONF. So what do I do? To create more points, I burn ONF, then I get more points. That whenever Peter will be paid in the morning and in the evening, I'm slowly receiving my 2,666 ONF. Even if the price remains at $10, I will have made 26,666 US dollars. But my brother, this ONF is going to $30 very soon. Because of its ecosystem, because of its utility. How many of you understand why I speak with energy? Now, how many of you understand that I'm speaking with everybody about the business? How many of you now understand that I'm doing events after events? Right now, I'm in Kampala. I've met some people in the morning. In the afternoon, I'm driving to another area. I speak to other people so that they stake, so that they learn how to withdraw. They learn how to deposit. They learn how this thing works, about this economic model. Why? Because the more they stake, the more they earn, the more I also earn. It's a win-win business. Right or right? Hey. That's why I started with 902, but I've burnt some tokens. Now I need to refresh my system. So whenever you stake, your tokens that are burnt will be automatically this is just my network. Your points will always increase here. Is the message home? Is the message home? So your contribution of points will increase. Hello? So I encourage you to stake. I also encourage you to burn some tokens, increase your contribution of points, and be able to withdraw your rewards whenever you are into the business. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Wealth Coach Julius. Welcome to the future of the new economy in cryptocurrency. Welcome to business, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't depend on what Donald Trump said in the morning. How many of you have been in the crypto market space and you get affected by these people? They say something, you expect positivity, you get negativity. I was tired of this dump shit. That's why when I understood the power of this DAO, man, I'm in full time. I was tired of that shit. What did he say? Did he say we should drink sugar? Yes, he said China will drink sugar. Did he say China is annoyed. Yes, he said China is annoyed. And every statement is a loss on my side. Enough was enough. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you all the best. See you in the future, and bye, everybody.